Oh my god. Huh? That's still in the game? Bro. Hey guys, sorry for the messy background, but today I'm going to be going over 7 tips and tricks that can help you place and do well in FNCS. Some of these tips you might already know, but I guarantee you at least learned one new tip and trick in this video. And yeah, let's get right into it. But first off, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, peace. Alright guys, the first tip is that you actually don't take fall damage if you jump and land in a bush. So if you're ever in a build battle or anything and you want to look down and you run out of mats or something and you just see a bush, you can instantly just jump down and take no fall damage, and you can even spray your opponent out if you want to. Yeah, it's a pretty simple and pretty easy trick that you guys can use in fights if you run out of mats. Alright guys, on the topic of bushes, it's actually how to make no sound in a bush. So if you're ever camping in a bush in a tournament or anything, that's how you make no sound. So basically the number one tip is just to aim in, because if you aim in and unaim in, it makes noise actually in the bush, and if you move around it makes a little bit of noise. So you just want to stay still, aim in, and yeah, if anyone walks up to you, you will be able to just they won't be able to hear you. And yeah, Ginger's walking up now. You see he can't hear me, bam, he's dead. Yeah, he can't hear you in the bush, and yeah, it's pretty overpowered if you're just gonna camp at a bush on tournament. And it works with all trios too, so if you're gonna be in a trio tournament, you can all sit in a bush and just one pump a guy that walks up to you. Alright guys, another tip and trick is actually how to use the aliens and how they're actually useful, like these little parasite things. So let's go ahead and get one on my head. Alright guys, these are actually incredibly useful. They actually buff them a little bit too. Now they actually only take away 25 HP. They used to take away 40, so the lowest you can go is 25 HP. And yeah, they're really useful in one major way, and it's that you can't get headshotted when you're using these things because it only hits the alien or the parasite. So if you were to edit a window like this and only be peeking your head, they could only hit the parasite and you could get an easy shot on off them. So the cash cup. Alright guys, the next tip is actually how to get these parasites off your head if you're playing as a solo or your teammates die. So if you're just a solo wandering around and you don't know how to get these things off your head, there's 2 main ways. One is to go ahead and swim, and they will instantly pop off your head, and you can pump it, shoot it, and yeah, it's off your head. And there's actually one more major way that I'll show you real quick. Alright guys, the other way to actually get this parasite off your head is to run over to the campfire over here. Oh, sorry guys. And it's actually just burn it off. So if you burn that, it'll instantly pop off your head, and yeah, that's really it. Peace. Alright guys, the next tip is actually a pre-edit. So what you're going to do is pre-edit your wall all the way right here, the top half, and have it pre-edited like this. You might want to have one person designated to have a wall pre-edited like this in your trio if you're W-keying or a W-key game. Because most people do have this pre-edits disabled. Alright guys, what you're going to want to do is have your teammates spray at the wall. You hold the wall like this. You don't know they don't expect it, and you can just pump in the face because they don't expect the wall to be edited like this. What you can also do is if someone's spraying at the wall, you can do like take the wall, place a cone, and then do it, and your whole trio can continue spraying at the wall. Pretty easy and effective way to kill someone or a trio and box them. Alright, so if you guys ever see a pad like this open in the end game, you never just want to jump on it because it has the potential to get coned like that. And it also makes it way harder for your teammates to pad. What you actually want to do is place a stair over the pad while you're going. So you want to go like this and just place the stair. It also makes you go shorter distance so you can't get sprayed out of the air. And it's really useful for your teammates. And also if your teammates want to reuse the pad, I'll show you how to do that right now. But if you're ever in an end game or something and you need to reuse the short pad, instead of spraying it out and having to replace it and everything, you can actually just jump up to the pad at this light right here at an angle, and you'll actually just be able to reuse it. And yeah, you'll be able to glide by yourself. You can also jump at it from right here. If you just jump, get a good angle, and you can just go again. But yeah, that's how you use a short pad instead of like you having to spray this out and potentially getting coned. Yeah. Alright guys, the next tip is actually going to be another version of a low pad, except instead of doing this, you're actually going to place a floor right here. This is actually really useful if you don't want to have the disadvantage of having a glider pulled out, and you can just keep your gun pulled out. So say if you're going to jump down on someone like this, you have your gun still out, and you can just shoot them. Alright guys, one last tip is how high the pad goes when you're launch padding so you don't get beamed out of the air if you're trying to take height. It's actually 35 or 34 meters if you're standing close. But yeah, if you take a launch pad up here you'll instantly land. It's the closest you can get with to landing, and it's pretty easy to take. It's pretty simple to take height that way. So if you are 34 meters below height, you can't get beamed out of the air and have to glide down to height. You're exactly enough, and this will take you perfectly to high ground. So yeah, guys, if you are 34 meters below high ground, it'll instantly take you up there, and you have basically no risk of getting beamed out of the air if you're trying to take height. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you learned one new tip or trick, make sure to like and subscribe. It'll be much appreciated, and if you do enjoy this type of content, make sure to turn notifications on as we post almost daily, trying to go for 5 times a week. And yeah, that's really it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.